Hey guys, you may probably have heard a bit of news today. LEGO announced the new Star Wars UCS set. Woohoo! Now it's always big news in the LEGO community and I want to give you some of my thoughts on it. So what was announced today was the UCS Devastator Star Destroyer set number 75252. What a beauty. Absolutely, it looks cracking. Look at the size of this thing. It's enormous. There's so much going on in this. It improves on the original 2002 set, which is when they last released an Imperial Star Destroyer set of UCS quality in just about every way. Like the size is there, the details better, I think the proportions are much better, the actual little details on it are even better. And you know, if you watch the video about it, the designer Henrik Anderson, I have to look that one up, has done an absolutely superb job of capturing the details. The way he talks about how he captured it and designed it is really good. And they've used a Technic frame in this one as well, so he's got a really good shape down to that point at the front, that classic Star Wars scene that we all know from the very beginning of the very first Star Wars movie that still sends shivers down my spine. I'm tingling just thinking about it. What a great movie. Now this set comes in at 4,784 pieces, comes in with 2 minifigures. You get a small Corellian Corvette next to it, which is at about the right scale to the set. You also get a TIE fighter that by his own admission isn't to the right size because he couldn't quite get it small enough. Understandable given that. I'm not sure if they should have even tried, to be perfectly honest, but they did. There's a docking bay underneath, which wasn't in the original one. And lots of the turrets and things swivel. As I said, there's lots of detail everywhere. And you get the UCS plaque that we all know so well that go with these display sets. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I really wanted to love this set. I mean, you can see, look, I'm wearing a Millennium Falcon cross-section t-shirt. That's how much I love Star Wars. I've been watching the rumour sites for ages. I go back to the original 2002 Star Destroyer. I had the opportunity to buy it then. I could have afforded it, and I didn't buy it. And I do regret that decision, I have to say. Yeah, whatever, say in the comments what you want about that one. I really wanted to love this one, but now it's here, I'm not happy. I'm not happy with it. Why? Well, what you get for the price is not good, in my opinion, in any way, shape or form. Let's break it down. So this costs in the US $699.99. That 1 cent saving does make a difference. Over here in Australia it's $1,099.99. Which isn't right if you do a currency translation by quite a large margin. Even with the US sales tax, it doesn't work out. Now, working in US dollars, that brings it in at 14.6 cents a piece. And you get two minifigures with that. Now looking at the original Imperial Star Destroyer from 2002, that one came in at 3,096 parts. Had a price of $269.99 US dollars, which works out at about 8.7 cents per piece. I'm not big on the per piece pricing, but it's the best I've got. I'd like to do it by weight, to be honest, and part, and figure out some proper maths for it. But anyway. Now, next up we had the Super Star Destroyer. Now, this was a great set. I'm, again, a big fan of this one. I thought this was a superb looking set. Love the detail on it. Now, this one's from 2011, so we've got a few years of inflation on this one. That was set number 10221. This one was 3,152 parts, so not many more than the original UCS Star Destroyer. That came in at $399.99, which works out at about 12.7 cents per part, which is, you know, inflation, not terrible. Star Wars license, you got 5 minifigures with that one, including Darth Vader, which is important. Then we move on to modern UCS sets, and I'm going to use the Millennium Falcon because it's the only set that's vaguely the size of this one. So that one was released obviously last year. That comes in at 7,541 pieces and costs $799.99 US dollars, which works out again a really good 10.6 cents per part. That's awesome. You get 8 minifigures in that one, so you can build the old crew or the new crew. Now, what's wrong with that? You've got 2 minifigures, you've got 14.6 cents per part. That's not really very good value, is it? If it was around 12 and a half cents per piece, I could maybe get there. So what, that brings it down to what, $550 dollars. That would be good. I mean, watching the designer video, the guy loves it. He's had a great time enjoying it. But his words, it's not a difficult build, it's just a big build. You're just paying for size. And I feel like the Millennium Falcon build was quite a technical build, had lots of really good techniques in it. This one, he didn't make any mention of techniques other than is using a Technic frame underneath, so that's a shame. I mean, he's put a lot of love and attention into the detail on the outside. He's used some really good techniques to get the shapes and things like that on the outside, and he's enjoyed the challenge. But why is this so much? Is this like a double whammy on the Disney tax? We've got a Disney and a Star Wars tax combined. Is that why it's so expensive? I don't know. I don't know why. Is it not worth $100 less than the Millennium Falcon? I'm afraid it just isn't in my books. Might be huge, but I don't think it's worth that. What I would personally have liked to see is a few more minifigures in it, including probably Darth Vader, or no, Darth Vader would have been good, but we get a lot of him. There could have been another figure from Star Wars that was equally as important. I would like to have seen some sort of an interior. Now, probably a bit controversial, that one, I know, but you know, there's space. He could have done something in the bridge, or he could have made that top section lift out and have some kind of an interior. I know a lot of people are going to buy this, build it, go, oh, it looks awesome, and put it on their shelf and let it gather dust. That's up to them. That's why it's a UCS collector set. Me personally, I think that was a really good thing about the Millennium Falcon. No details inside. That is what I would like to see in a UCS set. Lego, if you're listening, by the way, when you do an ATA UCS set, please do an interior, because it would be absolutely amazing. That might just be me. Like I said, I mean, I like the set. I do like it. I do think it looks awesome. I will probably fork out on this one when it drops by 30-35% in price. Like the Millennium Falcon, I can't justify that one, but that comes down quite regularly to about 30-35% off here in Australia. So I will do that one day. They have some epic sales, probably in January, I would think. So yeah, it might just be me, but I'm not blown away. If it was $500 to $550 US dollars, I might consider it. I might think that was a good price. That feels like where it should have been for what it is. Probably 550s where it should be. 500 is where I'd like it to be. But you know, what I do think though, the set does actually have a lot of potential. There's a few things you could do, like improve it by adding some lighting inside it. You could do the engines are right for doing a bit of pulse there. The shuttle bay definitely can have some lighting in it. I've seen that done. I'm not sure about the window lights, could be tricky. Personally, if I got it, I would consider trying to rework that interior to put an interior in it. So opening up that Technic, because it's got the Technic frame, you can do that. That's the good thing about Technic. It lets you build these sort of more complicated shapes, and then have that whole middle section, not the whole top, but that whole raised middle section lift out and have an interior there, probably with a bridge, a brig, and a couple of other things I could make up to go in there, because it'd be so awesome to have that as a Star Wars set. And then I can show my mates and go, look how cool this is, I did this and it's Star Wars, yeah. I'm getting carried away. You can tell I like Star Wars. I do have a lot of Star Wars sets, even though I don't talk about it very often. I do try not to go down the Star Wars path too often, although I do have a Star Wars review coming up very, very soon. But anyway, that's my thoughts on this set. Let me know what you think. Now, you know, I know there are people out there who've been saying in the comments, I can't wait to get hold of this set, it's going to be brilliant, I can pay that price, not a problem at all. But I personally think it's overpriced and it's setting the wrong precedent for Lego. I do. Unless they're not expecting to sell many of this set, perhaps not. Perhaps this is a low volume set, who knows. But anyway, just let me know in the comments what you think of the set. Do you want to get it? Do you think it could be improved? Do you think it's overpriced? Do you think it could have, you know, just some more minifigures would have been enough to make it better? Who knows, you know, this could have been as simple as that. I think personally it should have been cheaper and have more minifigures in it, or at that price, more minifigures and the interior, like I said. Anyway, don't forget to give this video a like or a dislike if you think I've just said the worst thing ever against Star Wars. I am a Star Wars fanboy. Look, I've got loads of Star Wars just sitting here next to me. And there's my Millennium Falcon, not the UCS one. I will get that. I will get it. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I post regularly. Here's a couple more videos I think you will enjoy coming up. And thank you for watching, guys. I will see you again very soon.